in the Bengals locker room with Jeff Gunter.
What's up, man?
Jeff or Jeffrey? Which one
Only person who calls me Jeffrey is BJ and my mom. So.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So in the Bengals locker room with Jeff Gunter.
Yeah.
Jeff, what was it like putting on the pads and getting out there in your NFL debut?
I mean, dream come true. First game, I learned a lot. I feel like I made some plays, but I definitely got a long way to go, man. But I loved every second of it.
I want to talk about a lot of the good, but you mentioned improving, and I'm sure there's plenty of improvement that you could make after watching the film. What stood out to you about stuff that you want to get better at?
Just reading my keys way faster. The speed of the game is something that, you gotta get adjusted to. But I feel like I did a good job preparing, but definitely being more detailed, hand placement, having my eyes in the right spot, holding my gap a little better, things like that.
All right, let's get to the positives now. Okay. Starting with practice, because I feel like over the past week and a half, I'm like, oh, that was 93. Oh, that's 93. I keep noticing you more and more, especially in team drills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you're going up against, I know you went up against Jonah at times. It's not like you're going up against backups here. You're going up against some of the starters. How have you felt confidence-wise and progress-wise over the past couple of weeks?
Man, I got some really good teachers. I watch Sam, Trey, Cam Sample, Joseph Osai, all those guys every day, and they hold me to a standard. So whenever I do get my chance against guys like Jonah and stuff, I just try to put my best foot forward. And if I ever do make a mistake, they coach me on it immediately. But I just want to be here, man, and I try to show up every day and work on something every day, and getting an opportunity against the ones and making plays, it definitely gives me a lot of confidence.
You fell to the 7th round, but when I looked up your testing numbers, I was like, man, it doesn't look like a 7th round pick. Obviously, you were productive. Were you surprised that you fell that far? Were you expecting to be drafted? What was that part like?
I definitely didn't think I was going to go 7th, but I can't complain about opportunity. It definitely hurt my feelings at the time, but like I said, it just made me hungrier. That pick 252 drives me a lot, and I'm prove to everybody that I shouldn't have been a 7th round pick.
You certainly don't look like it right now. I mean,
appreciate it.
You're productive. When you got out there, what was the play? It was like, okay, I belong. Or did you have that going into it? Was there a play that gave you that confidence?
I think the play that calmed me down was the PBU on the screen.
First drive.
Yeah, first drive. I think it was like my second play or something. But it definitely calmed me down a little bit. But really, what helped me out a lot was my mom was there. My mom was in the stands. I was able to talk to her before the game. And we had our little talk, and everything was cool. So I think that more than anything was my all right, you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Did she fly in on Friday?
Yeah, she flew in the morning of the game, and she sat there and she watched the whole thing. Man, she's a trooper, bro. I love her to death.
Man, she must be really proud of you. I mean, you were really productive in your first NFL game.
I don't know. She criticized me too.
Did she?
Yeah, she was talking about, you missed with your hands on this play. But she's been doing that since I was a young man. So I'm glad my mom can be a part of this, bro, because she's worked just as hard as me to get me here. So,
what did Coach Hobby say after the game? Because obviously, I think it was a successful debut, but I'm sure there's still plenty of work to do.
Coach Hobby said I flashed a little bit. I had some solid plays, but he definitely said that there's a lot for us to improve on. And that's really it, man. I know, you know what I'm saying, I got a little sack and everything, but the sky's the limit. I got a lot to work on. So that's really what I'm focused on right now.
What was it like, and what has it been like playing with a guy like Zac Carter? You're both in the same draft class, both flashing, both look like you could produce and be productive this year and contribute as rookies.
Man, he's talented. He's a great guy. That's one of my good buddies. It's my locker mate and everything too. So, I mean, just being with guys that talented is great. And, we push each other every day. Iron sharpens iron. And, we came into the same draft class. So it's good to have a little connection with somebody,
Do you feel pressure knowing you have to prove yourself and show as a 7th round pick that you're worth a 53-man roster spot? Do you feel that day in, day out? How is that?
No, I put pressure on myself regardless. As soon as I got drafted in the 7th, I knew there was nothing going to be guaranteed. But I wake up every day with a chip on my shoulder, and I'm here to prove to everybody that I deserve to be here. And that's my only goal whenever I wake up. Man, I can't take my foot off the gas because I just want to be here. And 7th round pick or not, man, I'm just thankful for the opportunity, like I said. But it does drive me a little bit that I know it's not guaranteed.
Now, a little separate from football, how's life in Cincinnati treating you? Is it adjusting to a new town, a new city? Have you been able to experience it at all?
I've really never lived anywhere other than North Carolina. Yeah. I lived in Myrtle Beach for a while, but it's pretty close to home, you know what I'm saying? So being this far away from home is a little different, but I like Cincinnati. I love the city. I still have to go to Skyline. I haven't checked out the chili yet, but I like it here, bro. It's real quiet and it's a good city.
Well, Jeff, I appreciate the time. Good luck with the rest of camp.
All right, thank you, man.